Is that too low for you?
A little bit, but okay, it can go a little higher.
No,
unless we get it back, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We wanted to respond today to some questions and concerns from our last video. So we found a cleanish spot in our house. It may not be the quietest spot.
You might have a lot of background music in the back end. Yeah. Some good music, some bad music, who knows?
We put up a video about our COVID story, and we are a controversial family. We're used to a lot of controversy, did I say that right? Around us. We are a black and white couple, international couple. We have 11, our 11th kid on the way. We have seen it all. Some of the worst comments I've ever seen in my life. Remember that time we were shared with the white supremacy group? Oh my, I can't even believe people can talk like that.
I tell you.
But this time we had a video that we don't normally respond to comments that are upset with us about how we live our lives, but this time there seemed to be a lot of confusion that we just wanted to clear up.
Yeah, well, one thing too is that for those who took it, because there are a lot of good people that maybe felt hurt by what we did and feeling like maybe like we were being insensitive to certain things, and that's not what we are about. That's for sure. We don't wanna we wanna clarify that and be able to kind of maybe answer some of your questions, because we are completely sympathetic to people that have suffered with COVID. We've lost a good friend in COVID, and we actually have a friend that's in the hospital, a couple friends in the hospital with COVID. So it's not like something we take lightly, and so we want you to know that and be able to maybe put into context some of the our video and some of the questions and concerns that were brought out by many of you. So
I think the biggest one is that people were concerned that we were traveling contagious, basically. I did say that we were past our quarantine days, but I guess I was not clear enough that we were told by a doctor, and all our friends were told the same information, is that 10 days past the start of symptoms, as long as you haven't had a fever for 24 hours, you are no longer contagious. So we had checked those boxes. We are out of contagious area, all of us.
Yeah.
Solo was the last to be sick, but he was already out of contagious area or time. Everybody in our city that's talked to the same doctors that we've heard from are going back to work at that point. So Solo was like clear to actually even go back
to work. Yeah.
And the day we left, he was feeling good. We had delayed because he hadn't been feeling good, and then he was feeling good. He's like, let's do it, let's try, you know. And the kids and I were willing to take on the bulk of, because he was the last one. He was still weak and tired.
But my time had expired already. So I was the last one, and the time had expired when we decided to finally get on the road.
We were completely under the impression that we were not contagious. We chose, and I said many times in video, we chose to stay away from people. And that's because after the first day, he was feeling very weak and had a terrible headache. And so he just felt really sick again. And we didn't expect that, for one. And then for two, we just to be cautious and just to be like the most cautious, even though we were still under the impression he's not contagious, decided to stay away from people. And it was actually easier to stay away from people there, because remember, we have 10 healthy children of all ages that want to be out in the neighborhood with their friends and all of that, and we were just together.
And we went to the wilderness.
Yeah.
If you don't realize where we were, you know, sometimes, because when you say vacation, people think, oh, you went on a resort, some nice place in the beach and stuff. No, we went to the wilderness.
Yes.
We didn't even have cell phone coverage where we were.
Yeah.
And then we traveled with our house. So all of our food, we were not shopping for supplies, everything. And I think Sarah showed in the previous videos as she was preparing for the food and stuff. We took everything we needed. We have 2 bathrooms in the RV.
Yeah, some people were concerned because I showed bathrooms. They happen to be in my mountain view with a really good view. Oh, well, there's the bathrooms. But that does not mean we use those bathrooms. We have two, we have a huge RV with 2 really nice bathrooms. We have 2 showers, an outdoor one and a huge indoor one that he even fits in just fine, which is big for an RV. And
so we were contained that way.
Yes.
So, but it's good to kind of put some clarity. Some of you that don't understand why, we get that, and we just want to make sure that those things are clarified there.
Exactly.
Now, for those that think about maybe gas and all that, again, going back to the quarantine and the time, we did stop for gas and we pumped at the pump. And we had I did not pump gas.
Judah and I did it all.
Did the gas.
We learned a lot.
I was the last one in our family, and when we left, I'd already checked the times.
Yeah.
But I still, just out of abundance of caution, did not pump gas. And we did it at the pump. And we have a very, very big tank. We get 500 and almost 600 miles on the gallon. So we only refill a couple times. So we've never really done a video to clarify things, but because this is a sensitive issue and there are a lot of people truly suffering from COVID, we are praying for people.
Yes.
We need prayers ourselves, and we help a lot of people. We've lost friends in this. So for those who think that we're just being horrible people that just want to kill the whole world, you're taking it really, really wrong way. And we don't want you to take it that way, because that is not the case. That is not the truth.
I recognize there were so many nice comments. In fact, the people that were the most understanding are the people that have dealt with COVID and actually told us that even months later, they're still dealing with the symptoms coming back, or like exhaustion and stuff, which is terrifying.
How'd you get my charger? How'd you get my charger, Seth?
He got it wrapped around his neck like a necklace.
That's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to say hi to these people? Say hi.
Yeah, anyway, there were way more good comments than bad. We just wanted to clarify. I mean, there were some people that were upset that I was at our door, of course. It's probably a package.
Oh yeah, it's a package.
There were some people that were upset that I said our kids did not get very sick because some kids are dying of COVID. I was just trying to give hope that that was our situation, and I think it's good to hear hopeful stories too.
Yes.
It's hard to hear hopeful stories sometimes, and our kids did not get very sick. That was just facts.
And we thank God for that. We're very grateful for that.
No, it's not a coloring book.
Oh, this is not a coloring book. Okay, go ask Belle for a coloring book.
Anyway, and then some people are just cruel and mean because that's the internet and we're used to that part. So we wanted to clarify for the people that were genuinely concerned about why we made the decisions we made. By the way, we are home and Solo is feeling a lot stronger. I don't know if I'm even gonna share the rest of the vacation now. There's just a couple more videos. So I'm not even sure if we're gonna share the rest of those videos yet. I haven't quite decided. Wow, is someone vacuuming?
Okay, we're almost done.
We're almost done. Was there anything else that we needed to clarify?
No, I think some people were thinking, the one question I saw a lot. So there are a lot of people concerned and not really understanding why we would not get tested if we think or even know we have it. But there, some people would ask that in a very good way, which I understand. It's a good, valid question. But there are some people that are like, I think that's horrible, irresponsible, without really getting the context. Yeah, so anyway, that's another question that came, is that why would we not get tested? We thought maybe it would be good to give some clarity to that as well.
Yes.
So,
there were also people, in answering that same question, there were people wondering why I wouldn't go to the doctor. I'm 30 weeks pregnant. I did go to the doctor.
Yeah.
I canceled my first appointment because I was sick and I was trying to avoid exposing other people, which the first appointment was supposed to be on day 1 that I got sick. So I woke up that morning and said, hey, I don't want to come in because I'm sick. And they were like, great, thank you, don't come in. And then, they rescheduled me for day 4 of when I felt sick. And I decided to keep that appointment because I wanted to make sure everything was fine. They knew I was sick, but had me come in. And I saw the doctor. He listened to my lungs. He said it could be a cold, which is what it felt most like to me. And I did film that day. I filmed the FabFitFun video that day. He said it could be a flu that's going around our city, and it could be COVID. And we were treating it at that point. Besides that doctor's appointment, we were not going anywhere. No one in our
quarantined.
family. Yeah,
we
so
assumed
we
it was.
Treating it just in case that it was COVID, although I felt like it was a cold.
I know. She just want to be on video.
She does.
Yeah.
And anyway, he told me if I lose my taste and smell, we can assume it's COVID. He did not insist that I get a test. He offered it. I mean, I said, I'm fine not getting a test. We're just treating it like that and staying away from people. And he said, that's great. Then I lost my taste and smell the next day. So then we knew. And then we also were learning over the couple of days that a lot of people we knew closely were coming down with it and it had tested positive. So we just didn't, My doctor didn't feel like we needed a test. We didn't feel like we needed a test. We knew we were all starting to lose our taste and smell. That was all the decision was about. We treated it like it was that, and we're very sure it was that, and there's really not much else to say. I did see a doctor, and he was fine with us not testing, and
we consulted the whole time. So
yeah, and we talked about that in our last video, that we were even talking to a doctor when he started feeling ill again, and the doctor's like, that is so normal, in the exhaustion part and all that. So I hope that brings some clarity. If you are very offended by what we did and the decisions we made and feel like you can't follow us, you know, we wish you well and in your journey. Seth is getting in trouble. And yeah, and we hope that it brought clarity to those who are just wanting clarity. I'm not sure if we'll be posting the rest of the week. We may need to recover from the trauma. No, just kidding.
No,
maybe we will, I don't know.
But we also don't, we do definitely want to make sure that we know we're not about not being sensitive to people. That got me bothered, because that is completely not who we are.
Yeah.
And so those accusations are baseless, and they are unfair. Because you're not putting it into context, and so we don't want that, because it's not the truth, and so we're just gonna reject that kind of notion that some are implying.
Yeah.
We reject it. I could reject it completely. It's not the truth. It's not who we are, and so you gotta live your life too. Yeah. And make decisions, rational decisions.
Yeah, it's always a hard balance to know what to share and what not to share. Yeah. And maybe we shouldn't have shared that we did that, but we certainly didn't make any decisions that we felt were reckless or putting others in danger in any way. Yeah. And we're still under the impression that he has not been contagious for that whole trip or afterward, even though we stayed away from people as much as
we stayed away out of abundance of caution. We had already quarantined and all that, so we took extra steps. And so, but well, these days people sometimes get mean over just about anything. Yeah. Which is not fun though. The world's gone through some rough times. Yeah. It's easy to get people getting upset a lot easier than they used to before, and they have very little patience with others.
All right, guys, thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
If you made it to the end of this, we hope you have a wonderful week.
And we thank all the kind people that you've been so supportive. Yeah.
Yes, always. Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.